Most of us think that school is all about academic stuff, such as math, English, and history. And I suppose we agree that there is also social stuff, such as going to prom and making friends. There are what we call extracurriculars, sports, music, and drama, for example. But there is another curriculum, one outside what we see and talk about. There is the hidden curriculum. First published by author Philip W. Jackson in the 1968 book Life in Classrooms, the hidden curriculum is described by Peter McLaren as the unintended outcomes of the schooling process, tacit ways in which knowledge and behavior get constructed, outside the usual course materials and formally scheduled lessons. For example, it may include, but is not limited to, the idea is that good children sit quietly in their seats and do their work, while only bad children do not. That boys should be academically aggressive, while girls should be passive. That certain ethnic groups are just better at school than others. And that performance on a test is indicative of a child's worth. The hidden curriculum depends upon the educator's philosophies, so some classrooms may teach the concept that children are not born with self-control, and others may teach that all children are motivated by the internal desire to be good.
Good afternoon. Are you in need of any assistance today, sir?
No.
Critical theorists suggest that the hidden curriculum is actually more important in schools than the formal one, because it transmits the true ideals and goals of the educational institution. Some may have deluded themselves into thinking that these behaviors are necessary for classroom control.
Felt that the best way of teaching was the gentle approach.
Or even that they are for the student's own good.
Together we could upgrade the universe.
But what makes the hidden curriculum so dangerous is that we usually don't even recognize that it exists. Instead, it insidiously becomes a part of the way in which we think about ourselves and the world in which we live. Often, rather than teaching our students to be independent, creative thinkers, we end up propagating dominant ideologies, such as the lessons that some groups of students are more important than others, that some subjects are more important than others, that the status quo is always best, and that sameness is good.
You will be assimilated.
Unfortunately, we cannot run away from the hidden curriculum. As McLaren says, no curriculum, policy, or program is ideologically or politically innocent. However, we can learn to be self-critical so that we can identify our biases in our own classrooms and schools. All hidden curricula are not inherently evil, but if we do not examine our own political assumptions and ideologies, we will only reproduce socially unjust practices in our schools. What message are you sending?